So I've been single since 2017. I don't want to be single, but I don't put a whole lot of effort into not being single. Yeah. I'm on a dating app, Hinge. I know you've heard of it. Yeah. So every once in a while, I'll just delete it and think, I'm good. I don't need anybody. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to die alone. So I, download the app again. And I have a problem because when somebody who is so attractive tries to talk to me, I'm like, no, sir. Maybe my confidence is like really low now that I'm older. But I'm like, no, what do you want with me? Like, look at you. Look at me. And then I feel like it's a scam. Anyone else? Dating in your 40s sucks. It sucks. It's absolute malarkey. We can just agree on that.
Yeah, the reason why dating in your 40s sucks is because you are not supposed to be still dating in your 40s, woman. You are not supposed to be still single after being on this planet for 4 decades, and you have your eggs are dried up. You're now, basically not able to have a child, and even if you were, that child has a high probability that it's going to come out with some mental retardation and it's going to be like, mommy, or whatever. Even if you could have a kid, it's going to have a lot of complications, especially at birth. So yeah, you're not supposed to still be single in your 40s, and this is why so many of these women are struggling in their 40s to try to find somebody. But I like that the fact that she had pointed out that she has been single since 2017. So now we're looking at about 6 years right now, going on 7, that this chick has been single. But you have to be careful, guys, because a lot of these women will say, I haven't dated in years. I've been single for so long, many, many, many years. That doesn't mean she hasn't been sleeping around. Because as she mentioned, if you caught it or not, she said she was on these dating apps. Do you think she's on these dating apps and not sleeping around with these guys on those dating apps? Of course she is, right? She talked about good-looking guys, messaging her, like, what do you want with me? What do you want with me? And all this. Well, they probably just want sex. They probably just want a quick lay, right? And then they'll be done with you. So, yeah, whenever a woman that you meet says she hasn't dated in many years or has been single for quite a long time, don't think for a second she hasn't been sleeping around. The real question you have to ask her is not, hey, when's the last time you dated somebody, or how often have you dated? No, you ask her, how many guys have you slept with, right? How many guys since you divorced your husband or whatever have you had sex with? By the way, when you were married to that husband, did you ever cheat on him? You guys have to ask these questions. You don't ask them, right? You don't ask them. You're too polite. You're too nice. You have to get down to the nitty gritty and ask her these questions and find out what kind of person she is before you go any further. Okay? All right, next clip.
For all my single peeps, 35 and older, especially those that may have been divorced in the last couple years or just trying to get back out in the dating game, is it the worst time ever for you also? Because I just can't. I don't connect with anyone, or I don't like anyone, or they're like a crazy psychopath. I recently just went out with a guy who lives in his parents' basement. That's fine if you're trying to get back on your feet, but he only does it so he can breed snakes. So he can spend all his money to buy snakes to breed them, but he doesn't make any money off of them.
What do you expect dating in your 40s, right? What do you expect? Of course, you're going to get a lower tier male, which these chicks do not want to accept. The Joe Snake breeder that she's talking about is willing to commit to her, but does she want to commit to him? No, absolutely not, because she's trying to get those high-level guys that all the other chicks on these dating apps are trying to get. The problem is she can no longer compete with the women that are getting those high-level guys, right? The Chad, right? Chad has options. Chad could get the 22-year-olds. He doesn't need the 42-year-old. He could get the 22-year-old, right? So why would he choose you? In case you guys are wondering, yes, my finger is broken. This finger is broken. I broke it when I used to play ball. I used to be play football for a good majority of my life up until my late 20s. Yeah, but it just never healed right. It's the only bone I ever broke in my life. Never broke an arm, leg, ankle, thank God. But yeah, that's broken. Some people ask like, "Hey, why is your finger off?" I'm like, yeah, "It's broken. It never healed correctly." My only football injury. Regardless, okay. Regardless, you're not supposed to still be single in your 40s, lady. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I've said it over and over. Why are you still out there? Why are you on these dating apps? Right? Especially if these women have kids. I would be horrified if I was that kid, right? Imagine like how much that kid gets teased in school. Oh, your mom, haha, she's on Tinder. She's on Tinder. What is she doing on there? Is she bringing guys home while you're sleeping? You know, it's very, very sad. But let's move on to the next clip, shall we?
So I want to talk about dating apps real quick. I've always had this issue where if someone is like super attractive and super hot and they match with me, I'm like, no, sir, we're not doing this. Like, I get suspicious. And not that I think they're fake or anything. It's the fact that they liked me. Because usually, we meet and they think I'm pretty, they think I'm funny, but I'm a little bit chubby, which I admit, I say it all the time. So I'm usually like ghosted, or I get a text saying, hey, you're great, but there's no connection. So does anyone else get suspicious of somebody really attractive liking you? No, just me. I don't know. I need to get that confidence back, right? So, or like the rest of them just look like straight serial killers. There's no in between. None at all.
The reason why this chick is having problems with the guys ghosting her is because essentially she's catfishing them. How I know? Because even in this video where she's complaining about her dating life, she's using a filter. Why are you using a filter on your TikTok video where you're not trying to get guys to like you? You're just talking to your audience, right? Why are you using this filter? I mean, not to mention, this chick looks faker than a Chinese Rolex, man. She's got like the bleach blonde, platinum blonde hair. That's not a real hair color. It's a bad job, by the way. It kind of looks like a Rite Aid job. I hope she did not, pay a salon for that, because, there are salons that do really good work, but they usually cost like $1,000, $1,500. I knew a chick who owned a salon, dated a chick who owned a salon, and I was shocked how much women would pay, for like to have their hair done like this. I was so surprised. I'm like, that much? Right? Yeah, regardless, that could be the problem, right? Aside from the fact that she said she was chubby and she's holding the camera like this. Why do these chicks always why are they only shooting their face? You know why? Because they can't show their body, right? They can't show like if they're fat or skinny, whatever. They can't show if they have muscles or not. They can't show if they got a gut. Looks like they had 1,000 Twinkies. No, because women who are like actually hot will take full body shots, by the way. They will not be afraid to show their full body. And they will take multiple shots so you could see that body, right? Whereas chicks who are catfishing you online, they will take photos like this of their eyes, and stuff like that. I know it's late, right? But they'll take photos of their eyes and, or like a very close-up of their face, and you won't see like the body, right? They won't want to show you their body, right? Why? Because they're fat. So whenever you catfish a guy and, the photos you show him online versus real life, if they don't match, if they're not congruent, he's out of there. This is why I tell these chicks, like, don't use the filters. Enough with the filters. Just stop, right? Just take some honest photos. And because when you meet up in real life, you can't show up with a filter on you, right? He's going to see what you look like in real life. And that is why you're having this discrepancy, because you're pulling a bait and switch. So whenever these chicks do that, use that filter, and then they show up in real life, they look nothing like they did online. It's a bait and switch, right? It's a scam, and you're wasting people's time. Stop wasting people's time, right? Because you're not giving this guy what you're presenting. Okay? You're advertising something that is not true, right? You're being dishonest. You're advertising yourself as, this attractive woman, and then he's showing up and he's getting a fat, average looking chick with, pounds of makeup on and a bad hair job, like a bad hair dye. No, right? You can't do that. Never gets old, but as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you there. So, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it for the DeLorean. Smash that like button below for the DeLorean. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay? Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm because they're definitely not helping me anymore. I need your help. So subscribe to my channel. Share my videos with your buddies. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, stainless steel pill content, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all over the world are out there approaching and closing every single day, every single week, no matter what type of racial divisions going on in the world, no matter what type of virus is going on in the world, we are out there making things happen 24/7, just living our lives and having fun and taking no prisoners. And I want you to be a part of that. Okay, life is short. I want you to be part of it. I want you to learn how to do it. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons in 7 Months to Mastery, which is a very, very, very valuable program. I highly recommend you join. It's only $1 for the entire first month of content, so take advantage of it. And it only takes 2 seconds to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.